So many people are just waiting and anticipating with everything within them for this curfew and 24-hour lockdown to come to a conclusion. But there is so many ways that you can draw closer to the Lord at this time and make him a priority. He's giving some of us another chance to start over again. He's giving some of us who have said, well, I wish that I could be in that same place where I used to be with the Lord. And now he's bringing you to a place of isolation where there's no other choice but to seek his face. There's no other choice but to call on Jesus. Why? Because it is so uncertain what is going to happen in the future. And there is a lot of fear in the hearts of men. But if you would study the Word of God in the book of Matthew 24, and for the past year or two, anytime I had opportunity to bring the Word of God, I would always use Matthew 24. I would always say, and I know people got tired of me saying it, that Jesus is coming. His return is close. Every message, I don't care what the theme was, it always came back to that same statement that Jesus is coming and we ought to be ready. And I believe that I even got challenged with that at one time, but I was not moved or removed in my mind as to what I know and what I believe the Word of God is saying to us when we say that time is winding up. And Jesus, the disciples asked him, Master, what would be the signs of your return? Now, even if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, the signs that he proclaimed are happening today. Wars, rumors of war. There would be signs in the heavens. There would be so much unrest and trial and tribulation and pestilence and famines and all of these things. Wars. There is potential for war. I would not even elaborate on that, but what is happening in the world today. Listen to me. Jesus is coming. It is inevitable. God is ready. Jesus is pleading. But the time and the process of Jesus coming, his return, has already been put into motion. He has been pleading with the Father to give us another chance. But the wheels are rolling. It's rolling and it cannot be stopped. Everything has to play out exactly the way Jesus said it would. It's playing out now. That's why I always knew that this one is on God. We can pray against many things, but we cannot pray against the word that comes from the lips of Jesus. He is the word wrapped in flesh. And he said that heaven and earth would pass away, but his word will stand forever. And so the wheels are turning. It's in motion now. And everything is coming together the same way he said it would happen. So now we've been on the streets, street meetings, we've been having our services, and we've been having our altar calls, and people are just loving the world so much that they figure that, hey, it's time, I've got time. But tomorrow is promised to no man. You cannot boast or brag about what you're going to do tomorrow unless you say, if it be the will of the Lord, then this would happen, or then I would do this. Always remember to say that when you're speaking futuristically, because no man knows the day nor the hour where his life is going to be required of him. It's no guarantee that we would be here the next hour, the next minute, the next day. We have to say, if it's the will of God, such and such will happen. Your very breath, he holds it in his hands. Your life and times are in the Master's hands. So all I want to say